Two announcements before we start. Go and check out my second channel. I posted a new episode of What If Deku was a reincarnation of Madara. And on this channel, I just posted What If Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu. But for now, I'm gonna be giving you part 7 of What If Naruto went missing for 4 years. And I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to click that red subscribe button if you're new, guys, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this. Start the intro.
Remember the moment you left me alone and broke every promise you ever made. I was an ocean, lost in the open. Nothing can take the pain away. So you can throw me to the wall. Tomorrow I will come back, leader of the whole pack. Paint me black and blue. Everyone will shake me, every scar will build my throne.
So, to do a little bit of a recap, Sakura and Kakashi went to the demon world, which they fought Naruto in the last episode. And this showed them why the What If is named after Naruto. Because Naruto completely bodied the both of them, not even using a fraction of his power, only mainly using taijutsu and his sword. He defeated both of them with ease. But you guys can check out that for yourself and enjoy. So we left on the last part where Naruto delivered about 7 heavy punches in Sakura's stomach as he blew her away with his wind. But he sent that Shadow Clone to catch her. After that, the Kyuubi told them that the fight was over and Naruto could go and get some rest up and get himself cleaned up. As he was slammed into the wall when Sakura punched him and there was dirt on his clothes. So basically that was the last part. So let's start this episode. Naruto has improved a lot since he last came here, said Gyakko, as he and the Kyuubi with the other demons left the training field. Yes, he's about ready to leave, said the Kyuubi. Meanwhile, Sakura had finally awoke, only to see Kakashi standing there. She was knocked out when Naruto delivered the punches to her stomach, and his gust of wind blew her away. What happened? Asked Sakura. Naruto beat the both of us, said Kakashi. Then he walked away. He just left us here? Asked Sakura. Well, he did caught you just before you crashed into a wall, said Katara, as Sakura looked at her and smiled a bit hearing that Naruto caught her. So maybe he does care a bit, Sakura said to herself, realizing that she's talking out loud. Maybe, said Katara. Elsewhere on the palace ground, Naruto walked down a side corridor, just thinking, why did I hold back on her? Naruto thought to himself. I didn't go full go on her. I could have punched her with my full strength. Why did I hold back? He yelled at himself as he punched the wall as his fist break right through it. As he pulled out his hand and said, if I had used his strength on her, she would have surely been killed. He said to himself. So, how are you doing, Naruto? Asked Sato as he appeared beside Naruto, as he then saw the hole in the wall and looked at Naruto, knowing that he's kind of angry and confused and upset at the same moment. I have been better, said Naruto as he let out a breath. Sato was one of the few people in the Fox realm who we could talk to. They have been together for a long time and trained since he came to the demon world. And he's watching Naruto grow. To them, they're like brothers. In terms of demon years, Sato was the same age like Naruto. I couldn't bring myself to go full strength against Sakura. I see, the vixen has that much power over you? Sato asks. Until yesterday, I haven't seen her for years, but she still had this hold on me, Naruto said to himself as he turned at Sato. As Sato heard what he just said, well, I don't know much about humans, Well, I kind of do. Been here with you all this time, he said to Naruto. However, I have heard of people here that couldn't even raise their hands at their mate in training. The strength of protecting them was too strong to hurt them. Sakura isn't my mate, said Naruto. I know, but maybe a part of you wishes that she was, and that part of you cannot bring yourself to go full strength against her, said Saito as Naruto glared at him. No, I don't. I am not saying that I am right, but I just think it is. Well, you're wrong, said Naruto as he turned at Saito. He had a bit of anger in his eyes. How dare Saito say that he still had such a strong feeling for Sakura? No, it couldn't be. Naruto was in pure denial. Well then, go meditate on it and find your answer and stop bugging me, said Saito. Fine, said Naruto as he stormed off. Meanwhile, somewhere in another demon village, two scouts were reporting to their leader. Sir, I have to inform that Naruto Uzumaki have gotten stronger. How strong? Said their ruler. Well, at least on a 3 or a 4 or even a 5-tailed beast level, said the scout, and I'm just basing it off of what I've seen so far. That's strong, huh? Asked the leader. He will be a trouble in the future. I will have to do something about it. We can easily fix that problem, said the ruler. How, my lord? Asked the scout. We play the same game as the Kyuubi, and I will get a student of my own to counteract Naruto, said their leader. Who? Who do you have in mind, my lord? The scout asked. A young human was already picked out. He already has a summoning contract with our cousins, said the lord of the demon snake. Sheamus was his name. The boy name is Sasuke Uchiha. We will find him at once, my lord, said the snake scouts. Good, said Lord Sheamus as the snake scouts left. Sasuke Uchiha, you are the one that will help us destroy the Kyuubi and the demon fox, and you will take out that brat Naruto Uzumaki, said Sheamus as an evil look glared upon his face. Back at Konoha, with Tsunade as she sat behind her desk. As she was finishing up some paperwork, it was getting late and even Shizune has gone home. Suddenly, she felt another person in the room. All her ninjas and envoys. She wasn't expecting any meeting or anything. She knew that she wasn't alone in the room. Who is there? Asked Nave. All of the lights in the room dim, until the only source of light was a small desk lamp. Out of the darkness, two red eyes were shown. Hello, Lady Hokage, said a voice as the image of the Kyuubi came out of the darkness. Remember guys, he is not in his full giant snake state, so he is more like 2 feet above Naruto in his adult age. So that tall, yeah, basically that tall. Huh, Kyuubi, said Tsunade, as in her mind she was scared to see the Kyuubi just in front of her. Knowing that they had a treaty where they were planning on switching information about the Akatsuki, she was still scared upon the scene of the place, the dim lights, and with his red eyes glowing. I thought it would be good if the two of us talk about Naruto away from others, said the Kyuubi. Then talk, ordered Tsunade. In order to talk about Naruto path in this new world, I must correct a major problem that your knowledge is missing about demons, said the Kyuubi. I am listening, said Tsunade. First of all, the other tailed beasts, the 8 of them, they are what you call them, beasts. Me and my kind are civilized, and we are not in the same stature of them. I see, said Tsunade. However, they are not a huge part of the world. They are small fries compared to 6 demon nations, said Kurama. Demon nations? Tsunade asked. As we explained to Sakura, Hiruno, and Kakashi Hatake, it is like your ninja nations. However, each nation is populated by a different summoning demon. I see, said Tsunade. Yes, there are wolves, lion, snakes, shark, scorpion, and of course, foxes. Let me guess, said Tsunade. These demon nations are divided down the middle, 3 on 3. Correct. The wolves, lion, and the foxes has an alliance together for over 900 million years, and the snakes, the shark, and the scorpions have an alliance together. Wait, I don't understand. I have the slug contract. Jiraiya has a toad contract, and Orochimaru has the snake contract. But I know for a fact that our summonings are pretty equal in power, said Tsunade, and yet they don't stand a chance against you. So how can they be a demon snake? Tsunade asks. The snake Orochimaru has is a lower class of snake, not a demon level summoning, said Kurama. They are in a world separate than us, and they stay out of our way. That is why when Naruto signed our summoning contract, he lost the ability to summon toads. They are a lower summoning group, and we do not like to share summonings. I see, said Tsunade. That is why even the toads thought that Naruto was dead. It's because he made a summoning contract with you guys. Does anyone else have the demon summoning besides Naruto? Asked Tsunade. No other in the fox summoning realm has summonings contract with human, and I know for a fact that the others hate humans. Wait, but Naruto has a dead god summonings, so how does that work? Asked Tsunade as she looked at the Kyuubi. You're smarter than I thought, said Kyuubi. You see, the dead god is a neutral party in the demon world. Anyone that sign a demon summoning pact can sign with him. He do not care what happened as long as he gets souls. The only time that he has stopped anything was during the Great Demon War. Demon War? Asked Navi. Do you think that warfare is just limited to humans? Asked the Kyuubi. I guess not, said Tsunade. I was but a young three-tailed demon when the war broke out, said the Kyuubi. Young? Asked Navi. We have a very longer lifespan than you humans, but we do age, and we can die, said the Kyuubi. If you compare demon years to human years, Naruto and my son, Saito, are the same age. I see, said Tsunade. Well, I was just a young three-tail when the war broke out. As you can imagine, it was bloody, said the Kyuubi. All wars have blood, said Tsunade. Yes. The war almost caused the extinctions of both sides. That is why the dead god came in and stopped the war, because everyone was going to lose their life. It went on for a very long time, and most fighters from each side died. It came to a point where everyone was going to be killed. So the dead god came in and stopped it, because if everyone died, where was he going to get souls? But sadly, the war ended after I lost my mate, the one I was promised to mate with. Kurama said. You can relate. What? Asked Navi. I can see into your eyes. You lost someone very closer to you. Closer than almost anyone. A future mate. Kurama said as Navi turned her head as she think about those horrible years. As she thought about Dan. I know what you feel. My first mate died when I was so young. But I was never the same until I met Isis, my another mate. But she died after giving birth to her baby pup, a girl. But sadly, tragedy struck after that, and she died a day later. And after that, I was never the same. I only could feel pain and nothing else. Even though we are demons, we still feel emotion. As Nade was surprised, as she could see tears forming in the Kyubi eyes. I am sorry, I cannot imagine what you've been going through, having to lose a child and your wife at the same time. She said to him, I was lost, and that is when Madara Uchiha took advantage of my weakened state. What? Madara died a long time ago, said Tsunade. Wrong, he's alive, said the Kyubi. He controlled me and forced me to attack your village. What? That is why you attack our village? Tsunade asks. Yes, he wanted to get revenge on your village and I was the tool, said Kyubi. And that is why I want the Akatsuki gone, but I am not allowed to interfere directly in humans' affairs. Naruto, said Tsunade. Yes, Naruto is the perfect person who can interfere between the two worlds, being my summoning contract holder and being a human that can fight off the Akatsukis. As Tsunade looked at the Kyubi and said, so that is what you're training Naruto for? Yes, Naruto is my tool to get revenge on them, and he get the power he want to save Sasuke. So the both of us win. That is Naruto's only mission. She asked him. No, I need him to destroy the Akatsuki and kill Madara. He was wearing a mask back then. But the power, it felt so similar. It must be the same. The Kyubi said, so you're not really sure if it was Madara? He was wearing a mask. I am sure it was, the Kyubi said. So once Naruto destroyed the Akatsuki and kill Madara, he's free to do whatever he wants. If he wants to come back with a young vixen girl, he can do whatever. But for now, you did the right thing by sending the young vixen girl to our world. What does Sakura have to do with your plan? Asked Navi. You know of the sage form, correct? Asked Kyubi. Yes. I know of the slug sage mode and Jiraiya, who mastered the toad sage mode form. Naruto is near to mastering the demon fox sage mode, said the Kyubi as Navi's eyes wide open. However, his feelings are getting in the way. Feelings? For Sakura? Correct, said the Kyubi. He's confused. His feelings for the vixens are getting in the way of him stepping over the line and getting it perfect. Wait, so you want him to lose all his feelings for Sakura? You want to use him like a heartless tool? Yelled Tsunade. Calm down. Did I say anything about him giving up his feelings for Sakura? Asked the Kyubi. You said that his feelings were getting in the way, said Tsunade as the Kyubi then laughed. No, I said that his confusion about his feelings were in the way, said the Kyubi as Tsunade then blinked. What? I don't care if he loves the vixen or hate the vixen. It made no real difference to me. However, I am saying that I am pulling for the vixen, said the Kyubi. His confusion about how he feels about her is stopping him from mastering the form. And the only way for him to get rid of that confusion is by him seeing Sakura and sorting out his feelings. Oh, I see, said Tsunade. But what about his attitude? When I told him to come back to the village, I have never seen Naruto like that before. It is a side effect of hanging around with my son too much. He is getting the fox attitude. As Kurama then thought of Sato. That is why I wanted the vixen to come so Naruto could see what it is like being a human again. He's been living with us for the past 4 years. He's adopted some features of a fox. You can see by his attitude. He will soon change. I had Naruto train with Kakashi and Sakura today. And at the end of the battle, Sakura was going to crash into a wall, but Naruto saved her, showing that he still cares. I see, said Tsunade with a smile. Maybe Sakura can convince him to come back to the village. Might be. Might be convincing to get him back here. But however, I will not force Naruto to come back if he doesn't want to, said the Kyuubi. I understand, said Tsunade. So Hokage, until we meet again, said the Kyuubi as he disappeared into nothingness as the lights in her office returned back to normal. That was the weirdest meeting I ever had. As the Anvu then appeared, Lord Hokage said the Anvu, we have found those who were responsible for taking the bodies, and we have finished them off. I see, said Tsunade. You're dismissed. Yes, Lord Hokage. Guys, I'm gonna end this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And remember to go over and subscribe to my second channel, guys. And I hope you enjoy. I'm going to be posting other different what ifs on it, so you don't have to worry about any repeating what ifs coming on my second channel. So I'll be leaving a link at the top of the description. And yeah, stay home, stay safe, and I'm out for now, guys. Peace.